Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Mayank Khandelwal. Hope you everyone are safe during this coronavirus time. So let's continue our Postman tool topic. So yesterday we saw many different types of HTTP methods like get, post, port, delete. So we have seen like how we can play with the request and response using this HTTP method. Now today we are going to study about the data parameterization, the very important concept of Postman tool. So let's understand what is data parameterization. Okay, so let's take one example to understand this concept. Suppose you have URL, you have base URL. Now you are using the same base URL in many requests, and now you need to change that base URL sometimes. So whenever you need to change that base URL, then it becomes to change that base URL in many requests, then it becomes a very difficult activity to change the base URL in different requests. So to overcome this issue or to overcome this situation, we can use the data parameterization. The data parameterization comes in the picture. That is one example. Second example we can take, like suppose if we if we need to authenticate to communicate to a server, then we need the access token, we need access key. So the access token may be changed sometimes or many times. So this is not this is this is very impossible, like this is very difficult for us to change that access token in different requests. uh, so what we can do, we can just pass we can just take one variable, or we can just take one parameter, and we can pass that parameter in a request. So uh, so in the data parameterization, we just need to define the parameter and the parameter value, and we can pass that same parameter in different requests. So you don't need to worry about to change the to change the same value again and again in different requests. So you just pass that parameter in every request where you need to use that, and whenever you need to change that value, just change that parameter value, and that parameter change value will occur, or will be seen changed across all your requests. So let's see how we can use the data parameterization, the very important concept of Postman tool. So guys, please, let's start. Hope you all can see here one this icon. Hope you all can see this icon. Okay, now now how we can add a parameterization, how we can define the parameters. Very sorry. Yeah, so you can see now this environment. So you need to define your parameters with their values in this environment. So this is very easy and very important concept of Postman tool. So let's see how we can handle this. Suppose we need to click on this icon, and then here add button. Just give any name to your environment. I just give it practice environment. Now the variable or the parameter which you need to define here with its value here. So let's define the parameter or variable here. Suppose I just take the parameter as URL, and I just give the URL name as uh, suppose google.com. So now we have taken one variable URL, and we have defined its value as google.com. So in initial value and current value, these both values can be the same. It depends upon the parameter values you need to define. So I am just defining both these values same as https google.com. So now let's add this parameter into this environment, practice environment. Okay, so now add this. Now then cancel this. Now you can see my environment, which I named it as practice environment, has been created here. Now use this environment. Now we use this environment for our API collections. Our API collections which we created yesterday. Okay, so uh, yeah, so yes, yesterday we worked upon these requests. So now let's use this parameter or variable value and see what happens. Okay, see, first let's see how we can define the parameter here. We need to define our parameters in curly braces. One curly braces, one open and close curly braces, then another one open and close curly braces. And now write the parameter name same as you have defined in the environment. We have defined it as URL. So can you see here? We have defined the parameter here. Okay, now let's see what happens. What is the result? It will surely fail because we are using the incorrect base URL. But I just want to show you like how we can define the parameters and how we can pass that same parameter in our request. So let's click on the set. We have got this 400 not found error because we have passed the incorrect base URL in our environment. So that is why it is giving error. Now let's pass the correct base URL in our request and then see what happens or what results come. So this is a base URL. Correct our parameter value. Click here on edit. Now pass this here and then update, then add. Now let's see. Now we have corrected our parameter value with its expected value. Now let's see what results come. See, awesome, we have got the successful result. Awesome, see, we have got the successful response. So what I just told you, like you just need to define, you just need to pass a variable here. You don't need to you don't need to change your uh, your value every time. So your value every time, just if you need to change the value, just go here and edit it here. See, edit it here. So now you have got the I hope you have got this concept. Like you just need to define the variable here, and whenever you need to change this variable value, just go to the environment and change it there. You don't need to change the value every time in every request, in different requests. You just need to change the variable value in the request, and this change will come across or will occur across all your requests. So now let's see one more example of data parameterization. Okay, now we have seen the URL. Okay, let's see if this variable or this parameter works in other cases also. See, I have defined one open and one curly braces. I have defined another. Now let's pass here URL, then users. users is its resource path. Now let's see the result. See, awesome, we have got the successful response 200. Okay, so now you're changing, or now you're seeing like how data parameterization, how this variable is giving us the expected output. So you don't need to define your you don't need to change a value every time in different requests. Just change the value, just change the variable value in the environment, and this change will come across all your request. Let's see one more example. Suppose you are passing here id, sorry, you are taking here as name. Okay, now pass this variable, now pass this name, or this variable name in the environment. Let's see how. We have defined our variable name as name, and now we will define this variable value in this environment. So now let's update this and add this, close it. And now let's see what value goes in the name. See this. Okay, we have got the some error. Oops, you have got some error. You should be very excellent, or you should be very intelligent to understand the error. By just reading the error, you should be able to understand like what is the error, and by reading that error message, you should be able to correct your error message, your error. Now let's see if this works out. Awesome, we have got the successful response. So we have got the successful response. So now you are seeing what how data parameterization is working, how this is making up work very easier. We are not changing the value in every request. We just need to change the value in our environment variable value, and this change will come across all your scripts or your request. Okay, so now let's pass this name. Okay, now let's change this name value. See if the value is changed or not. So, okay, I just pass name as mm, Vicky Khandelwal. Okay, now I have changed the variable name value to Vicky Khandelwal. So now let's see if that updated value goes in our request or not, and what the response comes from the server. See this. See, very beautiful. We have got the name as Vicky Khandelwal, and the response is success. The response has been successfully created on the server. So you don't need to worry about changing value every time in every request. You just pass a parameter in your request, in your different request, wherever you are required to pass this, and just change that variable value in your environment. So how data parameterization has make our work very simple. So this is the data parameterization, and I hope you have got the very clear picture how data parameterization helps in our postman testing. So thank you guys for watching my lecture, for watching my video. Guys, I just request you to watch my video, like it, share it, comment out it comment on it, and subscribe to my channel for more such interesting technical videos. Guys, I just request you all, please like my video, share, subscribe, because your every like, your every subscribe, your every share motivates me for making such more interesting videos. So I hope you all are enjoying my lectures, and in our coming lecture now we will study about the rest assured automation. Now we have seen like how uh, we can handle the API using Postman. Now we will automate those APIs using a REST assured, which is a library of Java. So we will see how we can automate our APIs. So this that's all about this lecture in this video. I hope you all are enjoying my lectures. So please do subscribe to my channel, like my video, share my video, and comment on it. Thank you. Have a good day.